Well, this evening we're talking a little bit about knowing your program. And we're here with Richard Hawley. We're going to ask him a few questions. So, Richard, tell me, what brought you to your initial decision of going into the degree you chose?
So I'm in the game art degree, and honestly, I chose it because at one point my father told me I wouldn't make it as a game art designer, and I decided to prove him wrong. And after I got clean from my long stint of addiction, I just knew it was the right time for me to do it.
Kind of proving yourself and proving that you can do it. That's awesome. Do you know who the program director for your degree program is at Full Sail?
Chad Kendall.
Awesome. Well, that is wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about what type of software and programming languages you'll be using for your degree.
Well, the software languages will be like Unreal Engine, Maya, and I've already started looking into them and just kind of getting to know them. And then the programming is Java, C++, which is like the most used for consoles and multi-console programming. And then you have the C sharp, and it's a little bit more simple and easy to use.
Wonderful. Well, that's amazing. Now, from your research, what degree skills do you think you'd like to focus on specifically and why?
I had a call with one of the guys from Full Sail. He was a teacher, and he had his degree in 3D art, and he said to really concentrate on working with the software like Unreal Engine and Maya, that getting to know it would make my life so much easier as I went through my degree.
Awesome. Well, it definitely sounds like you've taken that into advisement and you're doing it. That's awesome. Now, tell me a little bit about what you think would be the hardest classes that you're going to run into.
English composition one.
Okay, and why do you think that that's going to be difficult for you?
It's hard for me to put my words together on paper. It's much like I always forget things, and the person who edits my homework knows this very well. That it's difficult sometimes to even understand what I'm saying because I forget to put words because I move so fast.
Well, and it sounds lucky for you. You've got someone who can read your mind and finish those sentences. Good. Now, what do you think will be the easiest classes you'll run into, and why do you think that?
Mm, Honestly, I think that like 3D arts and learning how to do that, just because I've put in so much extra time outside of the classroom into looking into it, because he said it was such an important part. So I've made sure that I followed through and at least know as much as I can.
Absolutely, and we've all learned new things, so that's wonderful. I love that. How would you go about succeeding in those hard classes we talked about a little bit earlier?
Slow down, do better at writing out my answers and drafting it and then typing it so that I actually have a draft to read and go over as I'm typing it in.
Awesome, way to be more polished. That's wonderful. What do you feel like you can start doing now to help you prepare for those classes?
Um, I think I'm working on it pretty well. I've done more drafting. I actually keep files of all of my notes that I take whenever I do my homework, just so that I have something to look back at and kind of reference to the homework as I'm typing it. It's much easier.
Awesome. Now that is fantastic. Lastly, here we're a little bit short on time, so tell me a little bit about how you'll break down your time to make sure that you're succeeding in your classes.
I have, I would say, scheduling. That I've learned how to schedule from the prior class. It's helped me immensely. I'm able to plan my day out. I have a routine, and I keep track of that routine. Everything from working out to eating at about the same time, and doing all my chores and having them done in a normal, consistent manner just makes it much simpler to manage my time.
Wonderful. So, creating a routine to reduce that anxiety and keep your focus on school where it needs to be.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Mr. Holly, and you have a great day.
You too.
Okay. That was good. I feel like that